Close your eyes gently, just for a moment, and take a deep breath. Let it fill your body with peace, and slowly breathe out all that tension. If there has been stress, if there has been fear or confusion, it's all right. Let's create a safe place right now where you are deeply supported, where you are surrounded by kindness, where your journey is respected, and where your heart is honored. So much of what we carry, worry, doubt, fear, comes from feeling disconnected from the truth of who we are. But this moment is different. This moment is sacred. This moment is yours. You may have tried many things in the past. Maybe you've worked very hard, put in all the hours, said all the right words, and still felt like abundance was something just out of reach. It can be so discouraging when we feel like we are doing everything right and life still feels like a struggle. But I want to speak directly to that place in you that feels tired, that part of you that has been longing for a breakthrough. The truth is, you are not broken. You are not missing anything. You are not behind. You are simply being invited to allow instead of push, to align instead of force, to imagine instead of fear. Mental rehearsal is not about effort. It's not about trying to make things happen with control or worry. It's about relaxing into your own power and remembering that you are the creator of your inner world. And what you create inside is what begins to appear on the outside. That is how loving the universe is. It mirrors the pictures we carry within. So instead of running from the fear of not having enough, we begin to build the image of having, of receiving, of trusting that we are supported by something far greater than the surface circumstances. In this gentle space we are creating together, you are safe to let go. Let go of the rush. Let go of the tension in your shoulders. Let go of the belief that success must always be earned with exhaustion. Success, real success, is a vibration. It is a frequency of joy, love, trust, and flow. You don't have to chase it. You can become it. I want you to know that your mind is incredibly powerful. Every single thought you think is like a seed being planted in the soil of your life. When you think a thought over and over, when you give it emotion, when you give it attention, it begins to grow. That's why mental rehearsal is such a wonderful tool. You are choosing what seeds you want to plant. You are watering them with your focus, your feelings, your faith. And in time, they bloom into experiences. Think for a moment about how often the mind practices worry, how often it replays what went wrong or what might go wrong. The brain rehearses these moments as if they are happening right now, and the body listens. The body tenses, the breath shortens, and fear begins to rise. But just imagine if you could turn that power in a new direction. What if, instead of rehearsing fear, you rehearsed joy? What if, instead of worry, you rehearsed abundance, peace, and calm confidence? It starts with something very small, just a thought, just a whisper to yourself that says, I am safe. Another that says, good things are coming to me. And slowly, gently, your inner world begins to shift. This is the kind of change that doesn't need pressure. It doesn't need perfection. It only needs your willingness. You are not waiting for the world to give you a sign. You are not waiting for a door to open before you feel good. You are creating the feeling now, in this breath. You are choosing the thoughts that nourish you, that uplift you, that support your heart. And with each gentle repetition, you are forming a new pathway in the mind, a new direction, a new story. We are not here to control the future. We are here to feel good in the present, and in doing so, we align with all that is good. The universe meets us at the level of our vibration, not our desperation. And mental rehearsal is how we choose that vibration consciously. It is how we say to life, yes, I am ready, I am willing, I am open. You don't need to know every step ahead. You only need to know the feeling you want to grow. That feeling becomes your guide. That feeling becomes your map. And when you honor it, when you treat it as sacred, you begin to live from a place of trust rather than fear. Let's say softly now, in your heart or aloud, I open my mind to infinite good. Say it again and feel the words sink into your being. I open my mind to infinite good. Let this be a turning point. Let this be a gentle doorway through which abundance begins to flow. Abundance is not far away. It is not hidden from you. It is already within you, waiting for your attention. And as you begin to nurture that attention with loving thoughts, with kind images, with peaceful expectations, your outer world begins to reflect that inner shift. This is how we fast-track our success, not by chasing, but by aligning, not by stress, but by soft trust. Let's walk slowly into this truth. Abundance is not something we earn. It is something we allow. And the more you gently rehearse it in your mind, the more real it feels in your heart. The more your heart believes it, the more your body relaxes into it. And the more you relax into it, the more your life begins to mirror it. There is no rush. There is no race. Life is not testing you. Life is loving you. Life is waiting for your signal. And your signal is the thoughts you think, the images you hold, the feelings you choose. You are not powerless here. You are not stuck. You are not too late. You are right on time. And the path to abundance is opening with every soft, loving thought you choose today. Let us now breathe into this truth. You are supported. You are loved. And the more you rehearse the feeling of being whole, the more your world begins to organize itself around that wholeness. The more you see beauty, the more beauty finds you. The more you feel rich inside, the more richness flows into your days. So allow this to be your quiet practice, a practice of mental rehearsal, of choosing gentle thoughts, of trusting your inner wisdom, of letting go of struggle, of opening your arms to receive the abundance that has always been yours. It's not somewhere far away. It's here, right now, in the thoughts you think, in the love you give yourself, in the peace you choose again and again. Let's repeat once more, softly, kindly, gently. I open my mind to infinite good. You are doing beautifully. There is so much more waiting for you. Let's continue forward, one peaceful breath at a time. Each thought is a brushstroke painting the future. The mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It listens only to repetition and emotion. When a thought is felt deeply and rehearsed often, the mind begins to believe it, and once it believes, it begins to shape the body, the mood, the expectations, and eventually the outer experience. That is the beauty of mental rehearsal. It allows you to live the life you desire before it even unfolds. When you wake up each day and gently choose to rehearse thoughts of ease, success, and joy, you are not pretending. You are preparing. You are telling your body that peace is safe. You are telling your heart that receiving is natural. You are telling life that you are ready, and life listens, always. It may not happen all at once, and it may not look the way the ego expects, but it always responds with care, precision, and perfect timing. The body begins to respond as if the blessings have already arrived. It softens. It breathes deeply. It walks with calm. There's no need to overthink or try to do this perfectly. It's not a performance. It's a conversation with yourself, a loving one. It's choosing a new script for your inner world, a script that reflects the kind of life you wish to live. And when you rehearse these new patterns, you're not forcing yourself to believe something. You are allowing yourself to experience what belief feels like. But sometimes, before we can truly accept this way of living, we must first notice what is in the way. Old fears, old doubts, quiet voices within that say, "Not yet," or "Not me." That is not a failure. That is a doorway. Resistance is not a block. It is a messenger. It shows you what wants healing. It shows you where your love is most needed. When resistance comes, don't run. Don't judge. Just sit with it. Welcome it like a child who needs comfort. Listen to it softly. Ask it, what are you afraid will happen if I receive more? What do you need to feel safe letting go? And most of all, what can I do to help you feel loved? You may be surprised at the answers that arise. Perhaps it says, "I'm afraid I'll be judged if I succeed," or "I don't feel good enough," or even, "I'm not used to good things staying." These thoughts are not wrong. They are simply old echoes. They are echoes from a time when love felt conditional, or when safety came from shrinking instead of shining. And that's okay. We all have those echoes. But today, we choose a new song. There is healing in acknowledging the resistance. There is power in naming it. And once named, we can offer it kindness. We can speak gently to it and say, "Thank you for protecting me all these years. But now I choose something new." If you feel ready, you might try a soft journaling practice today. Nothing big. Just a simple page titled, "What I Am Willing to Release." Write freely. Let the thoughts flow without censoring. Let your heart speak. And when you are done, place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes and whisper, "I am safe to let go." Then breathe deeply. This is not just a practice, it is a declaration. You are saying to the universe, "I am willing, I am open, I trust that more is possible." And now, from that space of clearing, we gently step into creation. Mental rehearsal becomes our sacred ritual, a daily moment of communion with our future self. Not a version of ourselves that is distant or idealized, but the version that is already present within us, waiting to be remembered. Begin each morning by finding a quiet place. Sit comfortably. Breathe deeply. Let the breath calm your thoughts like soft waves washing over the shore. Then, with kindness and ease, begin to see yourself living your day with grace. See yourself smiling, feeling calm, completing tasks with joy. See abundance flowing to you in natural ways. See support showing up when you need it. See your body feeling energized and light. You don't need to be exact or logical. You only need to feel. Feel the joy as if it's already here. Let your body experience the relief of knowing things are working out. Let your heart trust that all is well, even if the world hasn't caught up yet. This is not fantasy. It is faith in motion. This is not daydreaming. It is divine rehearsal. It is how we step into alignment with the life that is already trying to find us. As you imagine, breathe with each scene. Let your breath be the rhythm of your creation. And if doubt arises, smile at it. Thank it for its concern and gently return your focus. You are safe to rehearse a life of peace. You are worthy of imagining happiness. You are allowed to picture success, not as something far away, but as something already seated within your soul. If at any time this practice feels hard, come back to the breath. The breath is your anchor. It brings you back to now, and now is always enough. There is no one right way to rehearse. Some may do it in the morning, some before sleep, and some during small pauses in the day. What matters is not how long you do it, but how lovingly. Even a minute of imagining light can transform an hour of worry. Even a single affirmation spoken with sincerity can shift your path. I am in harmony with the rhythm of life. Let this be your affirmation. Repeat it softly. Let it echo in your mind as you begin this practice of gentle rehearsal. Each repetition is a reminder that you are not separate from abundance. You are the place where it flows. As you continue this sacred act each day, it becomes easier. It becomes natural. The images come quicker, the joy comes deeper, and your trust in life begins to grow. This is how we change our relationship with the future, not by fear, but by choice, not by waiting, but by preparing with love. Let yourself smile more often. Let yourself feel proud of even the smallest steps. Let yourself notice what is already good. These are all part of your rehearsal. They are signs that you are creating with care. And the more you care for your inner world, the more the outer world begins to reflect that same kindness back to you. So give yourself this gift, not once, not as a test, but as a way of being, a way of walking through life with calm knowing that what you practice within is blooming all around you. Each breath, each thought, each moment of gentle rehearsal is an act of creation. You are the artist, and abundance is your canvas. Let it be beautiful. Let it be easy. Let it be yours. Your body speaks with every thought you think, not in words, but in feeling. When you think something loving, your shoulders soften. When you imagine something peaceful, your heartbeat steadies. When you picture yourself succeeding with grace and ease, your breath becomes full, as if your very cells are whispering, "Yes, this is what we've been waiting for." You see, abundance doesn't begin in the wallet or the calendar or the bank. It begins in the body. It begins when the body believes that safety and joy are allowed. The body listens to the mind like a faithful friend. And when we rehearse our abundance mentally, it's not just the thoughts that shift. It's the energy in the body that shifts too. You walk taller. You speak softer but stronger. You begin to glow with something unexplainable. People call it confidence or charisma, but really it's simply alignment. You are no longer trying to force outcomes. You are remembering that you are worthy of them. This is why it's so important to bring your body into the practice. Don't just rehearse with thoughts. Rehearse with your whole self. Put your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth. Close your eyes and gently speak to your future self, not with pressure, but with love. Say, "I see you. I believe in you. I love the life you're creating." These simple moments begin to dissolve years of fear. They soften patterns that have been locked in for a long time, and they invite the body to trust, finally, that good things are safe to receive. Abundance is not only a number or a possession, it is a sensation, a feeling of lightness, of spaciousness, of calm. You can begin to rehearse this feeling in small ways. You might eat slowly and enjoy every bite. You might sit by the window and feel the sunlight on your face. You might smile at yourself in the mirror, not because anything has changed, but because you are choosing to see yourself as already enough. These practices are not small. They are powerful. They are the language of abundance in motion. And the more you bring them into your day, the more your entire being begins to relax into receiving. This is what changes lives, not pressure, but presence. When you become aware of the words you repeat to yourself each day, you begin to see how deeply they influence your reality. The inner script has so much power, and for many, that script has played lines like, "It's too hard," or "I'm not lucky," or "It never works out for me." But none of those words belong to your truth. They are borrowed, inherited, absorbed. And now you get to write something new. Begin by gently listening to your inner voice, not with judgment, but with curiosity. What words come up when you think about money, when you think about success, when you think about receiving support? Are they loving, or are they rooted in old fear? Once you see them clearly, you don't need to fight them. Simply meet them with kindness. Replace them with new phrases that feel soft, believable, and kind. Phrases like, "Things are always working out for me." "I trust the process of life." "I am worthy of receiving with ease." Say these words slowly. Say them like you mean them. Say them like you are speaking to the child within you who is just waiting to hear that it's safe to dream again. You don't have to erase every old belief in one day. You only need to become aware, to catch yourself with love, and to choose again. Over time, those new words form new pathways. Those pathways become your new truth, and your new truth becomes your new life. And what fuels this shift even more deeply is the energy of gratitude. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see what is good, even in small things. It's about watering the flowers of your life, even when some weeds are still there. Gratitude turns your attention toward what is blooming, and what you focus on grows. Each day, you might begin a small joy list, not just things you should be grateful for, but things that truly bring you joy. A warm cup of tea, a kind word, the feeling of clean sheets, the sound of laughter, even if it's your own. These are the seeds of abundance. When you focus on joy, you become magnetic, not because you are chasing, but because you are already resonating with the energy of having. And in that joyful place, mental rehearsal becomes even more powerful. When you imagine from a state of gratitude, your whole being says yes. You are not longing, you are living. You are not wishing, you are welcoming. You see, the real gift of this practice is not just that you attract more, it's that you feel good now. You become the kind of person who doesn't wait to celebrate life. You create beauty with every breath, and that, in itself, is abundance. So what if you started living today as if you already had what you needed? What if you walked with the knowing that everything is unfolding in your favor? What if you began to act from your desired future instead of reacting to your past? This is the final layer of rehearsal, not just seeing abundance or feeling it, but being it, living it now in the little ways, wearing your favorite clothes even if no one sees, making nourishing choices because your future self is worth it, speaking with kindness because your words are your signature on the world. You are not becoming abundant. You are remembering that you already are. Every time you trust your vision, every time you choose peace, every time you say yes to joy, you step more fully into the life that's been waiting for you. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need to wait until everything is perfect. You can begin right now. This very breath can be a declaration. This very moment can be your new beginning. Let's take a breath together now, a deep, loving breath. And as you exhale, feel the old falling away. Feel the worry dissolving. Feel the weight lifting. You are stepping into light, into softness, into strength. You have everything you need within you: the tools, the wisdom, the love, the willingness. You are not alone. You are deeply supported by life itself, and every thought you choose from this moment forward becomes a part of your beautiful unfolding. Let's end with a final affirmation, softly and sweetly. I am ready. I am open. I allow abundance to flow through me, now and always. And so it is.